Abraham, this man of faith whom God called out of paganism, out of idolatry, and into a covenant relationship with himself. Abraham wasn't seeking after God. It was God who sought after him. And when God told him to leave everything, his home, his security, he obeyed. That's what faith looks like. Not blind optimism, but obedience rooted in trust. It's a response to God's word, not based on feelings or circumstances, but on the truth of who God is. God promised Abraham something extraordinary. Descendants as numerous as the stars, even though he and Sarah were barren. Now here's the lesson. Faith is not believing in what you can see or touch, but in the God who speaks. Abraham believed in God's promise. It was counted to him as righteousness. But notice, Abraham wasn't perfect. He took matters into his own hands with Hagar and Ishmael. And that's what happens when we try to help God fulfill his promises. It creates more chaos. God remained faithful, not because Abraham was deserving, but because God always keeps his word. Then the Lord tested Abraham in the most difficult way imaginable. He commanded him to sacrifice Isaac, son of the promise. And what did Abraham do? He obeyed because he trusted in the sovereign plan of God. He knew that even if Isaac were taken from him, God would raise him from the dead if necessary. That's faith, an unwavering confidence in the power and goodness of God, even when everything in life seems to be crumbling around you. The lesson for us is clear. We are called to walk in obedience just as Abraham did. We're called to trust in God's promises, even when they seem impossible. We're called to lay everything on the altar, knowing that our God is able. Abraham's life is a testimony that the just shall live by faith, not in themselves, not in their works, but in the God who saves. Let us be courageous in times of doubt, strong in times of weakness, and bold in times of fear. Glory be to God.